to the Nikki Rich Show. Here today on this Sunday live, we have Thomas Carter. We're going to bring Come on in, guys.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so let me back.
How we doing today?
Oh, good. I'm saying it's Sunday evening.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm excited to have you here. This is your first time on the Nikki Rich Show, and we are live today. I'm here out of sunny California, and you are too,
Yep.
which is amazing. How is the weather where you are?
It's about 103. I'm in Northern California, so
Yeah.
it's like 103.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm in SoCal, so that's amazing how, you in the north and I'm in the south, so
Correct.
it's totally different though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to have Thomas Carter. He is a director, producer, screenwriter, and you're in the Bay Area. Now tell us, how did you get started in the film and entertainment industry?
I started around '06. A friend of mine, I'm saying she was interested in writing a script. Her name was Shalicia Carlisle.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted me to help her out, whatever. So I didn't have a clue of what I was doing, but we ended up doing our first screenplay, which was The Scraper Boys, which we later changed it to Doors Wide Open,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But we just took like family, friends, and people from Oakland and just made the film. And of course, though, you have different things that go on, we're dealing with family and friends, whatever. But it was a great project. It was like a starter project. I'm saying my close friend Antoine Rollins came aboard to direct it and help me produce it, as well as Franklin Wright. And once I got the knowledge and all the different like fundamentals of filming, whatever, I was like, man, I already want to do this. So I ended up doing a horror like in 2011 with Antoine Rollins, which we placed first in the San Francisco Film Festival. And from there, I was paying people to write my scripts for me, and it was charging me big money to write the scripts. And I said I was paying them like every month to write the script for me.
Wow!
And
every month?
Yeah. So so what ended up happening was I finished paying him, and he wasn't done with my script. So from that day forth, wherever I told myself that I would never pay anybody to write my scripts for me, I went out and got the screenwriting program, and I started to do it myself.
Now,
how
was that process, going through the program? Tell us a little bit about that, because people don't usually talk about that part of your business. So tell us a little bit about that process.
Well, the program I use, the screenwriting program, is the number one, which is the final draft writing program. Most Hollywood producers won't even look at your script, if it's not formatted in final drafts, So my first script that I did by myself, it pretty much was hard because I know the different, interior and daylight and all that, whatever. So I was kind of struggling. But it was, after the first go around, whatever, I pretty much knew all the different fundamentals. Plus, the new versions, I'm saying, is very updated to where it just basically just give you all the different templates to abide by and toolbars.
And you've been successful at it, ever since.
Yeah. So most people don't know that an average script is supposed to be anywhere from 92 pages to about 113 pages. They don't want you to go over like 113. Because each page is supposed to average a minute long a page, So
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I've been doing it since 2011, and then we actually put out Doors Wide Open, a few years later because some of the sound was messed up on it, and that's why I tell people, you can have the best actors, the best quality in the film, but make sure though that you have a sound supervisor because once the sound is messed up. So basically what we did was we took the best scenes and I made it into a short story,
Okay.
and then, just shelves, whatever. And 2020, my cousin Franklin Wright, he hit me up because he was going to film school in Arizona, and he asked me, what you guys doing with that movie Scraper Boys? And I'm like, nothing, whatever, just shelved because the sound was messed up. So he said, yeah, I'm going to film school now. If I can have it, whatever, I can take it to my film school and we can fix the sound and add, add new scenes. And he did in 2022. They made a full feature called Doors Wide Open. He changed the name to Doors Wide Open, and it's currently on Tubi and Amazon.
Wow. Look how you can turn something that, was challenging, you turn it
Yeah.
around, into a masterpiece.
Yeah. So, I still wasn't really seeing like a profit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm saying I had a couple different projects on the line in Hollywood, but of course, once COVID happened, everything was like, COVID. So, I ended up getting discouraged, but I still was writing a gang of scripts, whatever. And I told myself, I said, it's back in, 2022. I said, you know what? This thing ain't working. I thought that I was finna make it big. I'm finna go back to school and just get a better job.
Mm-hmm.
And that weekend, I watched a movie called The Bad Girls, which starred Crystal the Doll in Detroit, whatever. It was produced by, at the time, I didn't know it, but eventually be my business partner, which is Will Lewis from Urban Cineplex. And I watched the movie, and at the end, whatever, I Googled his name, Will Lewis. And, I just, hit him up on DM and I told him, look, Thomas Carter, I'm Thomas Carter from the Bay Area. I'm a screenwriter. And it took him about a month to get back to me. And when he did though, he's like, man, I'm kind of busy editing. And I've been down this road before. So I'm like, he ain't messing with me. So a couple months later, someone by and he hit me back and he said, I'm interested in it. It'll probably be sometime next year. And I heard that story before too, the Hollywood. And I'm like, man, he ain't messing with me. He just tell me that whatever, said I won't keep calling. And around July, he sent me the contract. He sent me out there. We signed. And from there, we filmed that November. And I'm saying this year, whatever, we put out Rose Gold.
Wow. And Rose Gold is buzzing. It's crazy right now. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody can go watch it on Tubi. Now tell me, what made you want to get involved with that project, though, Rose Gold?
Well, what happened was when I had initially hollered at Will, whatever, and sent him a bunch of my projects, he was like, I loved all your projects, Thomas. It's just that out here on the Detroit Tubi scene that we do beautiful women, sex, money, murder, and stuff. So since I told him whatever, I said I can make up a project, and a lot of people don't know this story, so it's going to be a exclusive, right? Mm-hmm. So initially, whatever, 3 years prior to Rose Gold, whatever, I had seen a girl who was doing music videos in Sacramento in the Bay Area named Tooch Magooch, and I told myself, I said, I want to make a gangster female movie. Because we always see the guys in movies, like doing the gangster stuff. So I said, I want to use her. So my buddy knew her in Sacramento, and I wrote like a 2-page outline. And of course, about a month later, he was like, she said, how much? So I'm like, oh, okay. So I just shelved it, Mm-hmm. So when Will hit me up 3 years later, whatever, and told me whatever, I said, I can change that movie, which I called Female Mac, into a fully feature with Crystal the Doll called Rose Gold. And that's how Rose Gold came about off of 3 years prior. A 2-page outline called Female Mac. So like no shade to Tooch Magooch, whatever. I appreciate I said the idea though with her, whatever. It's just that that's what happened. That's how Rose Gold started, from a stripper in Sacramento.
Okay. Now, what was your favorite scene in Rose Gold?
My favorite scene in Rose Gold,
Mm-hmm.
man, I got so many. Uh, one of the ones um, was initially when Thomas met Rose Gold, aka Trina, at the car, and he pulled up on her, and he, tried to finesse her with the game, initially because, he tried to be a charmer or whatever, like to get her to do like whatever, just like most, I guess, things that happen with guys and girls these days. It's always a interior motive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but also too, though, one of my PowerPoints to the movie, whatever, I wanted to when it was in the club though with the younger girls, and the younger girls wanted to go take their credit card and go get their bodies done.
Mm-hmm.
The message in that was when Trina told them if like she can do it all over again, though she would have went to school. It's not worth it. Go to school and really make it out in life.
Mm-hmm.
So that was important. Also too, like the structure with Trina's mother, watching her daughter and, just, basically telling her to get her life together, go to nursing school and, different things like that. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, the overall, whatever I liked, appreciated everybody who believed in Rose Gold from,
Mm-hmm.
Christmas to the doll, whatever, you know what I'm saying? She needs her flowers. She came in and worked, long hours as well as Denzel Dandridge from, Kiva to Leah Envy to Seven to the production team from Will to Howard to, Darren Brown, whatever. And a lot of times we're saying, because Rose Gold is doing so big, whatever, it'll be, you know what I'm saying? We forget about the production team behind the scene. But I got to give it up to Darren Brown from Detroit, whatever. Without him, directing the film, whatever, it wouldn't been what it was, and without the crew of Rodney and Nate at Blue Clover as well.
And shout
As well.
out to the cast.
Yeah, yeah,
Shout out to the cast.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody involved.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm saying? From the to makeup artists, Treasure to the hair people, Q and Sam Miss Bailey. Gina. Just everybody. A lot of times, when you go to a set, whatever, it's always some type of problems. I hear, and on my set, whatever, it was wonderful though. Everybody got along. It was no animosity. It was no hostility. I'm saying we got in for 14 days and we got it done. A lot of people think making movies is easy.
Mm-hmm.
Rose Gold did what it did was because we had a collective group of talent who pretty much knew their roles, whatever. So if the makeup artist was doing makeup, there wasn't nobody telling her what to do. The script supervisor was doing his job. The directors, vice versa. So everybody.
The part 2 or anything like that?
Come on, Nikki. What I'm saying? I'm writing part 2 right now for you. So right now, technically, I'm up in I got green lighted in June, whatever. So I start writing in July. I'm around 80 pages right now. So it's already got green lighted to start a production at the end of the year or either in the beginning. And we have a bigger budget, more added cast. I'm gonna bring some California flavor to it. I'm gonna bring some down south flavor to it. I'm gonna bring some East Coast flavor to it. I'm bringing some new characters. So I'm saying we're gonna have fun again. Also too though from that whatever I'm saying I really have to pay homage to Will because 3 years ago though he didn't know me from a can of paint and he put me in position to win when you so for that whatever he can get whatever he wants to he know that whatever he needs scripts whatever I'm right there for him and we just closed another deal whatever I have a love drama that I just put in his hands. It's called Love is a Shadow. And that's going to be a nice female-driven love drama. And I'm also, because of Will, whatever, put me in this position, whatever. I'm also doing a horror with another talented director out there in Detroit named BZ Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else I got. In Ohio with a guy named Brian Berry. We got a deal on the line to do an urban drama right now, as a guy from New York named Luke Stevens. I'm also going to work with. But there's a lot of talent in Detroit. Production wise, from Will at Urban Cineplex to Dennis Reed at Reed Studios, to BZ Jones, to Brandon Lee, to Lisa Brown. You know what I'm saying? There to Dewan Ford, whatever. So there's a lot of talent out there, whatever, and I'm just glad that they accepted me to be a part of their film community.
I love it. Now, in case anybody, because we got a lot of people on, like actors, anybody that would like to, check it out and be a part, where can they go to?
To be a part of what, Rose Gold or like any of the other productions?
Rose Gold.
Rose Gold.
Or any other productions.
Okay.
If they want to connect.
Okay, so usually how the process goes, I'm on like page 80, so I'm thinking it should be anywhere from 100 to, I'm gonna say like 106 pages, but it should take me probably like next week to be done. After that, we'll put it in his hands, and depending on his availability to read it, it's August right now, he should probably have it done around September. From then, whatever, he started doing the budget, this and that, whatever. And if we plan to film it at the end of the year, whatever, we'll start having a casting call, and that's when Will Lewis or some page or either on my page will start to blast off the casting call. But one thing about Rose Gold too, whatever my DMs is filled with everybody wanting to be a part of it.
I know. I know they are reaching out. They ready.
Yeah,
everybody want to be on the big screen.
Yeah. Whatever. No, but it's hard, whatever. And I always tell people too this. So if your goal, whatever, is to be on TV, then like this may not be for you, whatever, because I want real people who really trying to take their career to the next level, And it takes hard work though. Sometimes whatever though, you sitting there for 13, 14 hours of hard work though, you haven't ate though, you haven't slept, whatever. So I really commend, all these hardworking, directors and lighting and actors and people like you, whatever, who people don't see behind the scenes. That is because of you guys, whatever, who make the actors, who they are sometimes, And we always give the flowers like to the actors though, but we don't give it to the people behind the scenes.
Wow.
Also too, I'm saying also too, though, I'm saying I want to, appreciate you too as well for, for giving me this opportunity, Also too, Angel Span, whatever, because without her, whatever, I wouldn't even have known about you. And that's one of the projects that I forgot to bring up, whatever. I said that's another project that's very dear to me, dealing with domestic violence, her story, I also want to give it up to my graphic designers who make different graphic stuff for me, Kiki, as well as Benny, because without them making different like digital pieces art for me, whatever, art, whatever, a lot of their artwork though was able, to give me different production deals because the way it works now, whatever, we used to use like 12 sheet pitch decks, right? Now, whatever, because everybody is in the airport moving and grooving, whatever, they make one piece, so that way though you can show it to you can show it to a producer, and then they can read it. So, big shouts out to Benny and Kiki for making them pitch decks for me.
Shout out to them. See, you got an amazing team behind you. A lot of support.
I always tell people, everybody who know me know that, like, when I eat, though, we all eat. There's no I and thing, whatever. And I know that I'm very humble because I know that, like, it's more than just me, like, who made this happen. And I got a great support team though behind me that that basically humbles me and let me know that we all family. So that's why it's so easy though for me, like, to do this and just sometimes I forget that this is me doing this, you know, because for so many years, whatever, I've been the one buying the popcorn like a theater, praising everybody else's success. To where now, whatever people like, I'm just, you know, so I tell people I'm still normal. So when I call people and when people reach out to my DMs, and, you know, so I answer them, they be so surprised, like, you know, he actually gave me his number, he has me on the phone, and I'm like, I am me. You know, I'm saying, me and haven't changed. So, you know.
Without
So,
your experience as a screenwriter, you know, producer and director, what have you learned over the years?
what have I learned over this year? Or
Over
just
the
years
years.
of screenwriting?
Over the
Years of
years.
screenwriting. Well, first, because when we, you know what I'm saying, I was born and raised in West Oakland, California. So a lot of times, what screenwriters want to first initially do is, though, we want to depict the urban legends, the drugs, the sex, the violence, and stuff like that in films, right? And I always tell people, if though you don't have that nice budget, whatever, like to really make it be really what it is, you know what I'm saying, stay away from that, because a drug dealer needs that Airbnb, nice waterfront home, which costs money. And you need the Rolls Royces and stuff to go with the look, because if you don't, people are going to say, you know, how's he a drug dealer with like a 1992 Corvette instead of a 2025 Corvette? So, you know, what I learned is to do female-driven movies, you know, that's real, because females been watching movies all day. You know what I'm saying? So I make movies to where it's more real, to where either you have experienced it or maybe somebody, you know, somebody who you know have experienced it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Rose Gold was it was a film, basically like a love story, you know, to where I'm saying, you know, you're going to be, you know, in tune to it, you know, instead of trying to make it this, you know, shoot 'em up, bang, bang type of movie. You know, we've been seeing that type of movie all of our life, you know, growing up in the streets of the urban community, you know. So I just wanted to make something that was different, and even like even though that like she was a stripper, we didn't show too many stripping scenes, because it really wasn't about her being a stripper. You know what I'm saying, it was her, you know, it was her backstory of her trials and tribulations.
Okay. Yeah. And everybody can go check it out on Tubi, right?
Yep. Tubi, as well as Amazon. You can go check it out free on Tubi. Okay. You know, yeah. So, yep. And part two, like I say, part two should start at the end of the year or either like in the beginning.
Okay. And any messages you want to give to those who are out there striving and driving to, you know, accomplish their dreams?
I always tell people, it's still like unbelievable that like all this have happened, as well as financially. And I always tell people to believe in their dreams, keep the faith. I'm my own testament. Like I told you, I was just, you know, before Will, I was going to hang it up, go get me a better job, go back to school. And just something told me, just watch the movie, hit him up, have faith. So I always tell people to always believe in, I'm saying, your dreams, because you never know. Like I say, I'm blessed to be like in this position to tell people my vision, you know. So rappers tell a vision for you to hear. As a screenwriter, I tell a vision for you to see, you know. So I always tell people, and I'm always tell people that I'm always open to help people to achieve their dreams, you know.
You always giving back, you know, and I love that. And it takes that. We have to, you know, give back and be of service. You know, it's important when you know, you out there. We're supposed to do it anyway, you know, but it's important.
Yeah, I always tell people too, because as artists and creators like me, you, myself, the lighting, the direction, a lot of people, they always want to hook up. Oh man, I'm saying hook me up, whatever. I'm saying, I realize that we are creators that need work too. You know, that's why I'm saying I'm always asking people. I'm saying, no, even you. You know, I'm asking you here. You know, how much? No, Thomas. No, don't. No. I'm saying, don't hook me up. I want you to be glad, be appreciated. So, because if I don't do it, like the next person, I'm saying, will say, let me go to Thomas and talk to her. You know, because Thomas is a guy who's very good with everybody. So I'm like, no, if I have to pay for it, they have to pay for it.
Most definitely. And, I want to shout out everybody that is in the comments. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. I definitely want to shout out Miss Riri, Bad Girl Riri. Everybody knows she's viral. Her and her husband on TikTok for Black Love. You've seen her on TV and everywhere. So shout out to Miss Riri. She's in New Orleans. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Riri.
Yeah, Miss Riri. And shout out to Angel as well. She's tuned in. She was a guest that introduced us to Thomas, as well as the Blue Runway for Autism. She says to ask how she can reach out to her. She has a 19-year-old son who is highly functioning autistic, and he has a mission as well. So she definitely want to connect. Y'all can also follow him on Instagram. Can you give out your Instagram?
My Instagram is content creator, which is KON, the number 10, KERHTA, content creator.
And she's also, she said she's viral and virtual as well for being on The View. So he's seeing her on The View as well. So yeah, definitely shout out to everybody tuning in. Definitely want to connect with him. He got a bunch of movies coming out. Rose Gold is what Rose Gold 2 is what's next. Filming at the end of the year. Y'all, it's all about connecting and building and working together. Definitely do that. This is what it's all about. This is why we brought Thomas on here,
Yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, once again, I'm saying I appreciate you, like your platform, as well as if I can give just a few shouts out to some people who kind of put me like in this position. I'm saying one guy is I'm my business partner, Bill. Who's a great artist. Wherever that we have a kids animation jumping off with Sean Cranberry, but also to Kenya Ware from LA. LA Rick, as well as Reggie Wright Jr., as well as all my family and friends who have been there being very supportive, because without them, whatever, like none of this should be possible.
They're asking, can you put your contact in the comments if you can?
Okay, let me see.
So they can directly connect with you and contact you. Everybody want to get with you. He got it, y'all. He just put his Instagram handle in there.
Yeah. So like I say, I do scripts. I do the budgets. I do the pitch decks. I do the character breakdown, the character descriptions. I do all that for a nice price compared to what Hollywood is going to charge you. It's a blessing, And the reason why I do that is because I did all the hard work though for you guys. When people charge me prices and say, "Oh, Thomas, man, I'm saying you need a pitch deck. I got a buddy in LA that's going to charge you $1,700, but I might can get it for you for $1,100. Oh, Thomas, you need this." And so I did all the blood, sweat, and tears on my end to make it possible though for you guys to have it cheaper, because a lot of times though you'll be broke even though before though you even get your script out there, because they're going to charge you for everything, So, I'm saying if you have an idea, just shoot it to me, and I'm saying we can try to work something out as far as writing and doing character development and things like that.
And getting it off the ground.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying getting it off the ground. So like I say, I appreciate this moment, whatever, the city of Detroit for taking me in and allow me to be a part of the Detroit family, as well as my Tubi family and the Tubi fan base and the Amazon fan base, as well as the YouTube fan base, as well as my Bay Area fan base who supported me, as well as the California, and I'm saying worldwide. One thing I forgot to say is also to shout out to my like distributors, like any rights, whatever. A couple months ago, during Cannes Festival, though, Rose Gold made it all the way out to France. To the Cannes Festival, which is the biggest
It's the biggest.
festival. That's the biggest. So, yeah, I appreciate Michael and you know them saying for doing that for me.
Yes, and to everybody that's just tuning in, shout out to Notch and so many more that's just tuning in. We are live with none other than Thomas Carter. Again, he is killing it right now. You know, he's working on Rose Gold 2. He has Rose Gold 1 out on Tubi right now. And again, you know, if you want to learn more, you can connect with him. So I'm just so excited to have you here today. So many people tuned in. There's going to be more. And, you know, we're excited. We're excited
Yep.
for you.
Yeah.
You got a busy schedule.
Yeah. I appreciate it. One last thing too that I want to say, because I also work at a high school too, and I try to like inspire like the youth, and I always show them different pictures of people like you and different positive people.
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, whatever they told me to be the next Michael Jordan, the next Michael Jackson, the next drug dealer, the next pimp, but they never told me about being behind the scenes, doing camera work and holding cameras and writing whatever, because they always want you to be in front of the camera. But you don't realize that all the money is being made behind the cameras and for the longevity of the business.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know the average actor only lasts 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a person from behind the scene holding the camera, who's been there for 50 years,
Yeah.
but they don't teach you that, they only teach you, go ahead, be, I said, go ahead, be like in front of the camera. So I always try to tell my kids and the youth that they can be whatever they want to be, but don't just be like your cousin who scamming or who twerking, though there's people that are behind the scene, doctors, nurses, detectives, or whatever you want to be, still making it in life.
Mm-hmm.
We so much bigger than the urban elements, whatever, like that they try to portray on us. We have, seeing, when I'm going out, whenever I like to see teachers and doctors and lawyers, and especially though when dads come to the school, I really get happy, and I go up to them and shake their hand and say, man, brother, I appreciate you taking the time to be a father and making sure that your son or daughter get here, because they're so we are so less these days, and days that we're actually saying that. What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we need to get back into our kids' lives, And a lot of times what happens is we just give them $1,000 iPhone and $1,000 debit card and say, oh yeah, we parents. It's so much more than that,
Mm-hmm.
And we losing so many kids to the streets because guess who's taking them in, though? When the mom is too busy at work or the dad's too busy at work doing his thing. What I'm saying? We have these older people conning them and taking them over. And now, whatever I'm saying, they becoming their family, And, what I'm saying? These days, though, we need to be more family,
We do. Family oriented. Yes.
Yeah, though,
Go back to the old days.
Yeah, I remember when Thanksgiving and Christmas came, though, we used to have a big old Christmas. Now, if you notice, they like, don't come over here. I said, you only cook the, half of the thing of dressing and the corn gene,
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody, though, who know me knows that, I'm always family oriented. And, all my friends, I never had a fight with them. Of course, we had arguments, whatever. But
Yes.
I've been riding since second grade and first grade though with the same friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I want everybody to win. If you have more than me, so what? I'm happy for you, so that it's not going to brag to my other friends and say, Nikki did. I said, Nikki, I'm saying she did her thing. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I would never be jealous like an envy of nobody. So I want everybody to win. Everybody who's listening to this today, believe in your dreams. We all believe in you. I really want to see everybody win. Also too, being from Oakland, of course I have to bring up Miss Harris. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, I'm not telling you who to vote for it, but you know who I'm voting for because I'm from Oakland. So on that note, whatever, it is what it is.
Most definitely. And for me, I'm so excited because I got a chance when I was in New Orleans. I ain't really told, but I told some people. But I was actually on my way out. I was at the airport, bought the board, already checked in, and I still had like 2 more hours left. But I got an email saying you're approved to be the press for the Vice President Kamala Harris, and I was like, what am I gonna do? I was like, I'm about to board, I'm about to get on the plane. And so I called one of my friends. We usually celebrate our birthday together. And she was like, this is a lifetime moment. And I was like, I still was like, should I just go or should I stay? She was like, girl, I'm coming to pick you up from the airport. And once she picked me up, it was on from there. And, a lot of times you don't realize things that happen, you just step out on faith. And there was a reason why I was supposed to be there, and I made it happen. And now look, the person that I was covering with is the VP, which is now soon to be president. Look at how God works,
Man.
You have to step out on faith.
Yeah. Yeah, Nikki. I keep telling you, Nikki. Nikki, can't you see? That's an old school song for them saying you got this, but but yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get all your flowers, and like I say, that picture says so much.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, to be in the presence, like I say, my auntie, like rest in peace. Before she passed, though, she was able to put that picture of Obama on the wall.
Wow.
Now, what I'm saying, through the grace of God, hopefully that like a lot of us will be able to put that picture on the wall of Kamala Harris, So it's very historic, you know what I'm saying? Especially to have
historic. And look at us, in our lifetime, they used to talk about, having a black president and different things like that. How amazing is it just to see both, a female and both being black, in our lifetime.
Yeah, it's crazy what I'm saying. With that, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You just have to believe in your dreams. And a lot of people, I'm saying a lot of people, they laugh and say, yeah, whatever. Quick story, whatever. I was maybe in the 6th grade, and Tupac, because we used to be at the elementary school after school playing basketball, and the courts were smaller, because of like elementary school kids. Well, Tupac and his friends used to come up there and play basketball. So we didn't know him as Tupac then because he was still with Digital Underground and he hadn't blew up. So he would come up there and play with us, and though I thought that his name was Tupac because he wrote it down, those autographs. So my sister came to me and she says, this guy named Tupac gave me his autograph. And I'm sitting there teasing her, like, because everybody wanted Humpty Hump's autograph. So I'm like, who was Tupac? And we like, man, I'm saying ain't nobody. Years later, whatever, Tupac would come, become, like who he was, whatever. But I always remember playing basketball with him back then, when he was still with Digital Underground,
Yeah.
So you never know who was in your presence. Like I didn't know. No, you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And then now whatever is just greatness,
great.
And her spirits are forever on you,
Yes, forever. So everybody go vote. But I got to shout out Barry Comedy. Shout out to him. Y'all got to go check him out. Yes, hilarious. I be in tears. Yep. We got to shout him out.
I have comedy too. I have comedies, already written. Like I say, during COVID, I wrote about 10 different screenplays, just have them on deck, whatever, because the industry was shut down. So I got comedies, I got family comedies, I got urban comedies, I got diverse comedies, I got sci-fi fantasies, I got urban dramas, I got cop-driven movies, I got love dramas, I got rom-coms, I got them all on deck. And like I say, at the end of this month, actually, I'm actually going out to LA to meet with Netflix because they're interested in a couple of my projects. So the attorney wants me to come out there and pitch a couple projects. And while I'm out there, Rose Gold also.
You gotta get with Nikki while you're out here.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm talking to you about that. Don't be out there 4 days for the Also, 2 rows ago, got nominated for the Movie of the Year by the West Coast Hip Hop Awards, August, I think it's August 30th or
Yeah,
August 31st
it
in
is.
LA. Yeah, LA. So, yeah, I'll be down there for 4 days. So I'll be in
Okay.
Corona for 2 days, dealing with the Netflix people. And then the other 2 days, I'm saying, we just chilling. So definitely, I'm saying, you're going to have to get me into the LA's, I'm saying, sunshine. So I'll be down there.
Yeah,
And hopefully,
most definitely.
yes, and hopefully though we can win the movie of the year because we're nominated for it, you know. And you know what I'm saying? At first, whatever, I was like being like, you know what, I'm not even gonna go, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, unless they tell me I won, whatever. But, you know, it's not just me, whatever, you know, this is the whole Rose Gold family. So, you know, I wanna be there to represent Rose Gold. But, you know, I just found out, you know, I'm saying that a couple of Rose Gold cast members are actually gonna be in the building too in LA. So of
Oh,
course
that's
I got to go.
cool.
Yeah. So so
Well, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank all the viewers, Frankie Johnson, just everybody. If I don't get to you, just thank you. Thank you for your support. This is what it's all about. We have amazing guests like Thomas Carter coming on. We always do this, guys. So definitely, we're going to drop this interview on YouTube, our website. We're going to put it everywhere right after the show. So, stay tuned. We got to upload it and everything. But I just want to thank you for being our guest today.
yeah, I appreciate it. Like I say, it's my pleasure to be in front of you. I watch you all the time. I support you, especially as one of my sisters. You know, like I say, this actually goes to the young sisters to know I can be her. You know, I can be the next, Sha'Carri Richardson or the next, like Angel Reese, you know, or the next Nikki Rich or the next Kamala Harris. When they see this will inspire them to do positive. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, like me. Yeah.
And thank you guys for watching the Nikki Rich Show. I'm Nikki Rich. Make sure you follow me on the Nikki Rich on Instagram. Check out the NikkiRichShow.com, and we will have this exclusive interview with, Thomas Carter. He is like I say, a screenwriter, producer, director. Go check him out. Check us out, the NikkiRichShow.com. Much love to everybody. I hope y'all have an amazing, amazing Sunday. Bye.
I appreciate it.